2-bite pecan pie cookies.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone, starting off with a medium-sized saucepan. This pan is on the stove, but the heat's not turned on quite yet. To the pan, add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and just whisk those things together to make sure there's no big giant clumps of brown sugar. Then you'll add in 1/2 cup of half and half and 1/3 of a cup of light corn syrup. I didn't have quite enough light corn syrup to fill that 1/3 cup, so I add a little bit of dark corn syrup just to top it off. Then you need to add in 2 large egg yolks. Now the egg whites, set those aside. We're going to use those a little bit later. Then now it's time to turn the heat on. Turn the heat on to medium and whisk and stir constantly over medium heat until it comes to a low boil. If your heat's too high, the bottom will start to burn, so keep an eye on it, whisk constantly. You want a low boil with just a few bubbles coming through the mixture. I had to lift mine off the burner because I was noticing little brown flecks were starting to come up, which means that the heat was too high. You're going to cook and stir this until it thickens and the color changes kind of from an opaque to a very light translucent. And you'll see the change in color coming here. This will take about 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't take very long at all. So here comes the color change. You can see it. It's opaque and then it becomes a little bit translucent, just slightly different color to it, and it's a little bit more shiny. Once you get to that point, take it off of the heat. Once it's off the heat, stir in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a tablespoon and a half of butter. If you use unsalted butter, then add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt at this point. Stir that together and then stir in 1/2 cup of finely chopped pecans. Make sure they're finely chopped, and I'll show you why a little bit later. Once that's stirred together, you need to let this cool completely. I put mine in the refrigerator covered and I let it sit there for about 1.5 hours or so until it was cool to the touch. Now you'll need some pastry rounds for these cookies. You can use whatever kind of pastry you want. I like to use a Lard pastry crust. It's the one that my family's used for generations, and it's the one that I think is the best. I'll put a link in the description box to that recipe, but use whatever pastry recipe you want, including buying a pre-made pastry crust. And then you need to cut out 48 4-inch rounds because this recipe makes 24 cookies. Put them on a cookie sheet. You can crowd them if you'd like because they will shrink instead of expand, so there's going to be lots of room. And then you brush on some of that egg white. I mix the egg white with a little bit of water to thin it a little bit, and then I'm brushing on a little bit of egg white to each cookie. And then I'm sprinkling on a little bit of coarse brown sugar on the top of the cookie rounds. Then these are going to go into a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 12 to 15 minutes until they are just lightly browned and they are done, and then let them cool completely. So once your little pastry rounds are cooled, you can start to fill them. So take 2 of them, flip one of them over, and then I put my filling into a pastry bag and I'm just piping a little bit of filling on top of the cookie. The reason I said you needed fine pecans is that if they're too big, it'll clog up the end of your pastry bag. So either have finer pecans or a larger hole in your pastry bag. A little bit of filling and then top it with another pastry round. And then dip the edges of those cookies into some additional chopped pecans. And that's all there is to it. They are done. The recipe says to refrigerate them in an airtight container for up to 3 days. They do soften a little bit after a day or two, so they're best probably eaten the day that you make them so that the pastry stays nice and crisp. These taste exactly like pecan pie. It's like you're eating a little tiny pecan pie. And I love pecan pie, so this is something that I really enjoyed making. The pastry is crumbly and crisp and light, and you get the delicious filling that has like a caramel kind of flavor with delicious pieces of pecans. These are really good. Now, this is not the first pecan pie cookie that I've made. I've made another one that is more like a sugar cookie with a hole in the top that you put the pecan filling on the top of it. It's a little bit kind of a different take on it. I love pecans, and I have quite a few recipes that use them. If you're looking for more great recipes that use pecans, check out this playlist, and thank you so much for watching.